So we want to talk about taking the vision that you've set for the next year and planning it out, and then how do you hold your team members accountable to that vision. A couple tools to talk about when it comes to the plan. Something called a GPS, or also referred to as a 1-3-5. So the GPS stands for one goal, 3 priorities, and then 5 strategies to meet each one of those priorities. So what that might look like, my business is real estate sales. So let's say you set it at 100 transactions in a year. So what are the 3 priorities to meet that? It might be number of leads you need, might be a priority, the number of homes you're selling, so listings, and then the third might be your leverage or the team members that you're working with. Do you have the right people to achieve those goals? And then behind each one of those priorities is 5 strategies. So with lead generation, one strategy might be lead generating from 8 to 11 or 9 to 12. Make sure your salespeople are doing the things needed to get you to where you want to go. Number of maybe open houses, number of homes that you're marketing to or people you're marketing to, those types of things. So you have 5 strategies that are all very clear, very tangible, that you can go after to make sure that you're going to meet those priorities, which is going to meet your goals. Just breaks it down in a very tangible way. The next tool to help you with planning as well as accountability is something that we call the 411. It stands, actually could be called the 114, but it stands for 1 year, 1 month, and then 4 weeks. So what's your 1 year goal? 100 transactions. Okay. Well, how many do you have to do this month in order to hit that 100? Maybe it's 10 or 12. And then you break that 10 or 12 down into 4 weeks. What do you have to do every week to hit that particular goal? The cool thing with these is that you can take those 2, the GPS and the 411, and do that with anything. Maybe it's something with your kids. Maybe it's something with your finances. Maybe it's just your job position or your team, but you can also take it and say, okay, here's for my total business, here's what I want to do. All right, so the buyer team has this GPS and the seller team has this GPS and the admin team has this GPS. And then every week, from an accountability standpoint, you want to meet with everybody on your team. You can go over that 411 and say, okay, have you hit the goals from this past week? If not, okay, what needs to happen in order for you to make the goals for the next week? Because, all right, so let's say you need to talk to 75 people in a week in order to make your goal by the end of the year, and you only talk to 50, so you're 25 people off. All right, what do we need to do in order to get that back on track over the next couple of weeks? And you can adjust and monitor as you go on. And then, of course, every quarter you want to revisit those goals and the vision for the year to make sure you're on track. And if you're not, again, what's keeping us from getting to those goals, and how do we adjust in order to reach those goals moving forward? And it's really important to hold people accountable, but also that it's their vision as well. They need to buy into all of that and make sure that they share this with you, because if they're being held accountable for something that's not their own, they're probably not going to do it. So as you move into the next year business-wise, it's really important to have a plan and to make sure that you're holding those responsible for it, including yourself, hold them accountable to meeting those goals. And look, if you're at the top of your organization, or maybe you're a single entrepreneur, having a coach is really, really helpful for that. And of course, BVN is a big part of what we do is coaching. So if you need that or we're interested more in that, please let us know. We'd love to help you with that.